Welcome back to We're Open. Today's guest is known to SOE for their building, writing, and overall creativity. Let's see who it is. Diane, thanks so much for joining us. Who were you in Free Realms?
I was Diane Raindrop, and I played a pixie. I loved having the nice little wings.
And what did you tend to do in game?
I actually liked playing with the pets. I had a little ghost dog that I named Lily that I absolutely loved. I also collected mounts.
You must have had some inventory. So you were an insider in Mystic Mayhem, right? What was your involvement?
I would help periodically with events and insiders. Unfortunately, my memory is not too great on insiders. I don't think I was actually ever fully in Mystic Mayhem, but I am very good friends with the owners and people that were in Mystic Mayhem.
It seems like you were also friends with the staff like Ambassador Shingo and Shira.
Yeah, I was. I also knew a few of the referees. I know Indigo was one of them. It just kind of happened. I kept interacting with them during their live streams and everything, and it just started to build up. One of them actually did like a little interview with me.
That's so cool. You made it on the news for the game. Was it for that or something else?
Well, that was one of them. I know another one was I built a very large maze. When they introduced building with the maze, I made the roof low enough that it forced you into a first-person point of view. One of the ambassadors liked it a lot.
Oh, wow. I bet you made other builds too.
I actually made a massive igloo with a breakaway front door and a second floor.
What a great idea. You won a contest as well?
I did. They were releasing a MMO that was all dragon themed, and they put out a little essay contest, and they wanted your opinion if you thought dragons were good or evil. Being a nerd that I am, I put in dragons are neither good or evil. They're like people, and they could choose if they want to be good or evil. They sent me a very nice dragon statue, which I still have. I remember when they announced the winners, my friend Autumn Roselake messaged me super excited.
Creative inside and outside of the game. And you made yourself a beta cap?
It's not as great as what I do now, but I sat down that day and traced the tree on the sides of the hat and filled it in with fabric paint.
I think it looks great, but you really get to see the progress you've made since then.
It's like one of those things where you look at your old drawings and you're like, wow, I drew this.
So you stayed in touch with a lot of people from Free Realms.
For a while, we were playing a game called Ark Survival Evolved. That was kind of our replacement for Free Realms, where it was an open world game full of dinosaurs and you could build stuff and tame the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs seem to be reoccurring. And you kept the name Diane Raindrop from Free Realms as your gamer tag.
I actually do, yes, mainly because I'm horrible with names, so it's just easier. I thought it sounded nice, and everybody can find me easier.
I can attest it was really easy to find you. You joined Free Realms a couple months after it launched till the end when it closed. What was it like seeing the evolution of the game?
I absolutely loved the game, and I was very disappointed to see towards the end the game I felt like was being not loved enough. Like the developers were more focused on the cash shop instead of adding maps and new areas.
That's a very interesting perspective. I actually didn't play it till the end to notice. What have you been up to since Free Realms?
Well, I've been learning how to sew. I've started making my own cosplays. I've been doing other things like making rugs and embroidering bags.
Your work is amazing. Have you gone to any gamer conventions?
I actually have gone to conventions in my cosplay. I've actually won a contest in this past April.
Congrats! And what do you think about Free Realms Sunrise?
I'm honestly very excited. It would be nice to play the game a little bit again, and I'll be using the same name as always.
I'll make sure to say hi if I see you. Before we go, do you have a favorite memory of Free Realms?
It would probably be meeting all the people that I'm friends with now.
Very well said. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you in game and can't wait to see what creation you make next.
I thank you.
I'd like to thank Diane so much for joining us. Our next guest is known for their annual Halloween event. Subscribe to find out who.